Good morning. I'm Carl with the Hondo Public Library. One of the things Texans are taught in school is that the name Texas comes from a Caddo word, Teisha, meaning friend. But who are the people behind this word, and what role did they play in shaping the history of our region? Today, we'll take a closer look at the Caddo, the tribe that gave Texas its name. The Caddo as a distinct tribe arose somewhere between 800 to 1000 AD. They had descended from the earlier woodland culture that had existed in what is now the southern United States since 1000 BC. Many Caddoan cultural practices were continued from this earlier culture, such as maize agriculture and the crafting of clay pottery. The Caddo, unlike the nearby Comanche and Apache, were not nomadic and lived in permanent villages. Large domed houses made of grass were their dwelling of choice. In tribes further up north, winter houses with clay walls were also constructed. The Caddo also constructed large earthen mounds. Some of these were platform mounds, which housed temples at their top, or sometimes the houses of chiefs and other elite members of society. Others were burial mounds, which contained the remains of loved ones, as well as weapons and pottery, things that they would need on the 6-day journey to the afterlife. When the Spanish first encountered the Caddo, they were divided into 3 confederacies, the Hasinai, Caddo-Hadacho, and Nachitoches. Each of these confederacies was formed from many smaller tribes. These Caddo communities were part of vast trading networks that stretched across the Mississippi Valley and into the Great Plains. Wanting to connect to these established trading networks, French traders often built their trading posts near Caddo villages. In many villages, Europeans even continued to refer to the settlement with its Caddoan name, such as Nacogdoches, Texas, which comes from the name Nakukidautsi, a constituent tribe of the Hasinai Confederacy. As more and more European settlers came to Texas, conflicts with the Caddo and many other tribes became the norm. In the 1840s, the Caddo were relocated to the Brazos Reservation. Incidents of violence from settlers led to the Caddo being moved once again to Indian Territory in modern-day Oklahoma. In 1936, the Caddo restored their tribal government, adopted a written constitution, and a process of electing officials. The tribe currently has approximately 6,000 enrolled members. The Caddo language is critically endangered, with only about 70 fluent speakers remaining. The last native speaker, Edmund Johnson, passed away earlier this year, aged 95. Efforts to preserve traditional Caddo culture are ongoing. These efforts are not simply about memory, but about ensuring that Caddo identity remains active and visible for future generations. The story of the Caddo reminds us that Texas history did not begin with Spanish missions or Anglo settlements, but with native peoples who built communities, traded across continents, and gave us the very name of our state. By preserving their language, pottery, and ceremonies, the Caddo Nation continues to affirm that their history is not just the past, but a living presence in Texas and beyond. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next month for our next chapter of Monday Memories.